Hi guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft and welcome back to KCM 2025 Season 2. This is going to be the playoffs and set number 5. Theoretically, the games could end right here because Sharp is kicking everyone in the butts. But, let's see if there's going to be any chance at all for Mini, who is a champion for the Protoss race, to make a comeback here. He will have to defeat 4 players and then defeat a 5th player, the champion. And it's looking very, very, very tough. He is not in the right form today. It doesn't seem like he's in the right form. He lost the first game in rather emphatic fashion against the opponent. This next set is going to be played on the map Metropolis, and we're going to be seeing. Okay, looks like Mini is going to be clearing out his mineral patch on Metropolis. This is kind of rare. It's very, very, very strange in my belief. Usually, you don't want to clear that mineral patch so early as a Protoss player, but I guess he's feeling confident because he's going to be going for early Zealot aggression. And he's gonna be scouting in the wrong direction. Of course, this doesn't change much because we don't usually have, by the time the gateway is ready to produce a Zealot, Mini will have a chance to know exactly where the enemy is located anyways. So it's fine. Yeah, so this is the second time in a row Mini is going to be going for aggression against a Terran player. The first time he went for a proxy gateway. This time he's going for a forward gateway, but it's not, it's not seeming to work out too well for him. And very unfortunate, Sharp has scouted in the right direction already. And Mini, of course, he will be able to have a Zealot, but Sharp will be able to actually just hug his ram with some SCVs to block that area. Very, very unfortunate. Anyways, what can I tell you? I guess I'm just going to continue with my advertising. Before I was mentioning that if you're here, please take a look at the video description for some nice information. By the way, these tournaments, KCM and ASL, are what I consider the real-time tournaments. So they will have no ads in the middle of the set. They will have just an ad in the beginning of the video, and that's it. So I hope you would enjoy that experience. As usual, if you're going to leave a comment as to who wins the game, please type spoiler and then enter 4 times. That will keep the game unspoiled for everyone. What else do I want to tell you about? There's going to be some disorientation in the audio channel. There's going to be a bit more English on one side and a little bit more, Korean on the other side. Okay, that Marine is alive for so long. Where's the weekend SCV? We're not seeing it. The Zealot is going to have to run faster so that the probe can catch up. He is going to try to attack. That other SCV is still not yet destroyed. I mean, Mini is playing to his best performance here because he's very good in the early game with very strong micro. You can see his APM hovering around 450, but of course Sharp is not so bad. He's looking very good. Not losing any Marine, but he's going to be losing the first Marine. Would that change anything? He's lost a second Marine now. He might lose a 4th Marine. He's very close to losing, and yet that is going to be the strong Zealot. There's going to be some attack on this other side. One SCV is going to fall possibly. That other Zealot is going to have to hide carefully. Why is Mini not attacking? There's going to be a Vulture, and there could be possibly a block. He's going to try to block, but he's not able to block it. This Zealot cannot outrun the Vulture. The Vulture is able to get some hits off, but this other Zealot is going to be able to at least do some shots here. We do have a Dragoon follow-up. It's not looking like that Dragoon is going to be very delayed. It's going to be better for the Zealot to try to attack the SCV instead, but losing 3 Zealot is not very good. But as you can see, that Sharp was kind of overmining the gas as well. It's got, I think, something like 5 or 6 units on the gas. There's going to be a Dragoon, but behind this, there's going to be a tank. So Mini's got to be super careful not to overpush this, because if he loses too much shield and into the health of that Dragoon, it's going to be problematic. We're going to be having the Vulture come down, and the Vulture is taking some hits against the Dragoon. The Dragoon is trying very hard to take some shots as well. It's still keeping its shield 100% clear, so that's the second Dragoon is coming out. Okay, double factory. He cannot push too hard, man. If he pushes too hard, he's gonna be in some danger because his gateway is on the low ground, Mini. Keep in mind that losing this gateway is gonna spell disaster for him. He's gonna try to attack here, but that one Dragoon is really damaged. It takes some hits on the shield now, and Sharp has decided to push forward. The angle for the Dragoon was not very good. There's gonna be a third Dragoon, but can Mini hold here? There is no ramp for him to protect his Dragoons on the way. There's gonna be a battery. Maybe Mini has sensed that there's some weird shenanigans going on. He's gonna hope that his battery will actually provide some coverage. He's going to be super careful. Dragoon range, of course, is very far from completed. There is going to be a robo for sure, but I'm not so sure if it can really help. And double fact is looking very strong. But I like Mini SimCity because you can actually build another building behind the gateway, and there it is, exactly this area. That is going to be able to help you cover for that area and completely seal off the area if you need to. For the timing, he's going to pull the weak Dragoon back, recharge the shield, and then send it forward for some attacks. Looks like the 2-fact attack is going to commence soon. There's going to be vultures from the bottom side, as well as Dragoon from the other side. And looks like Mini's going to keep 3 Dragoons on the front side. He's going to be very careful. He's going to try to move and do some moving shot, backward shot. He's going to be super careful. Probe's going to get transferred already. He's going to try to attack as many as possible. Does he get a tank? He does not. He's not able to get a tank. He's trying. He gets 1 tank, but he loses 2 Dragoons. It's not very good. He needs to actually recharge and just wait. And now he's got 3 Dragoons, and he's going to have to hold hard here. He's able to destroy submarine, not bad. Can the vulture get the mine within the gateway? Looks like it's very close to getting it, and looks like at the last minute he clears all of those units, and looks like the battery is still able to recharge correctly. That's very good, but now the rest of the vulture is gonna get breached in, and that Dragoon is so damaged. He loses another Dragoon. Pro's gonna have to pull out here. Keep in mind that now it's gonna be within the reach of the gateway, so any more unit that pops out is gonna eat that mine. He's trying very hard to move the Dragoon. He's gonna be super careful. There's gonna be more vultures coming from the back. It's gonna be the final battle. That Dragoon is it gonna be able to recharge? Yes, it has recharged correctly. There's gonna be a replacement. What is it? A forge? Okay, sure, not bad. But now we're gonna be having Dragoon range completed as well. Do we have siege mode? I'm not seeing it. I think siege mode is almost about to get done here. He needs to not close himself off and maybe open up the forge and get out of the way. Where is the robotics? The siege mode is completed, and these probes gonna have to pull back. This is gonna be some do or die situation here. Very nice 2-fact push, and the fact, like I tell you, the gateway is on the low ground is going to be problematic. You need to possibly cancel the forge. He is going to arrive soon with the observer, but losing that unit, another Dragoon getting lost is not very good. The observer is here to see, do we have some SCV to build some turrets? I think they will start to come soon. We're going to be having a starport as well, because behind it there could be a chance for drop, but looks like Mini is going to have to remake a lot of his infrastructure. He's going to get ready to come out. What a Dragoon. He needs to pull back. There's going to be a mine getting laid, I think, in this area. Probes finally gonna come out. There's gonna be a mine drag. Another observer is able to come out here. 2 observers. You don't need that many observers. There's gonna be a Zealot that drag the mine onto the tanks. He's gonna get that forge destroyed. He's gonna be putting very much back. Probe's gonna come out here. What is he trying to do with the probe? I don't know. He's trying to attack, and he's gonna be very careful. The probe's gonna try to take some hits here. Dragoon's gonna try to do the moving shot. That's not very bad. It gets a couple of forces, and now he gets the last of the forces. The tank is still alive, but losing those 2 Dragoon is going to be problematic. He's going to start to send forwards, but the tanks are still incoming. He needs to take as many shots as possible. He's trying to find that weak tank, but that weak tank is still alive. I think the battery is gone. Keep that in mind. The battery is no longer functioning, but we still have 3 gateway to back up behind this, and looks like he's trying to do some moving shot. Looks like Sharp is losing momentum here. He's got fast vultures. He's going to be able to actually lay some mine behind this, but good Dragoon dancing to clear the observers, to clear the mines, and the vultures, and this is going to be G2 coming up from Sharp, so no all kill for Sharp. He's going to be losing the rest of the tank here, and there's going to be some fresh sign here for the Protoss race, because at least we will have another game, until he loses. The rest of the players are still quite strong. We have Monk, Sack, and Light. Everyone is so strong. Can Mini defeat them all? What is Mini doing? He's almost about to walk onto the minefield here, but now he's looking very strong. And there's no expansion, and behind this Mini could actually expand again if he wishes to. There's going to be siege mode on the high ground. Mini cannot get on the high ground. What is he doing? He's going to pull back and just try to contain the enemy. There's going to be some vultures coming out here, clearing out the rest of the forces. Keep in mind that behind this we have a starport. So there is going to be a raid, and that Shadow is going to have to turn around. What is he going to try to do? He's looking very unsecure with that Shadow. There's going to be a Dragoon that support. There's going to be some Zealot dropping, and he's going to have to also unload his Reaver. There was no Reaver, and maybe it's behind this. There's going to be a quick expansion. It's going to be better for Mini to take this base right here. Look at that raid just walking out, and oh my god, he's destroying the pylon, but the forge is upgrading. So he needs to build another replacement forge. I don't understand the rationale behind this. But there's going to be tank sieging on the high ground. Mini is not paying attention. He's going to be losing his dragoons. He pulls back. He will have a chance to hang out. If he had a shuttle with him around that time, it would have been a different story, but he did not have a shuttle. He's going to be doing some moving shot. He's going to be very careful. He will eat 2 mines, but he's able to get the rest of the dragoons out, as well as clear some of the vultures, so that there's no connection between the vultures and the rest of the forces. The vultures going to get on this high ground here, but that probe is going to be running away. There's going to be a Zelle to support. Very, very smart. Now the rest of these vultures are gone, so they cannot do anything at all. Very, very nice. Mini is leading by about 40 supply. Of course, the game is still not yet over because the shuttle was sniped. That was the single-handedly the best move in the entire game for Sharp. That kept him alive because, oh my god, that forge doesn't have the pylon. So whatever upgrade that he just started is no longer with him. Anyways, there's going to be an expansion coming out, and behind this, Mini need to send probes towards his new base. He's got to be careful because there could still be a chance for a drop for Terran player. The shuttle is going to drop something on the high ground. SV is going to come out. He's going to try to load a Zelle out and try to drag the mine onto the tank. There's going to be double raids. Double raids is nice. The shuttle's going to have to run away. He gets 1 tank possibly. Yes, I think he does. He's got to be careful. There's going to be more tanks. 2 tanks on the low ground, 1 tank on the high ground, or 2 tanks on the high ground, but at least the tanks on the low ground is gone now. And he's gonna have to back up, and he's gonna try to get as many SV as possible. The tank on the high ground is gonna be sieging now, so it's the moment for the dragoon to retreat. He cannot get any more forces. He might get 1 more vultures, and that's it, or maybe a barracks, and that's gonna try to move forward. And he will try to attack those tanks. There are still 2 tanks on the high ground. The first tank has fallen. The other tank is alive. 4 dragoon is not enough to take them out, so these dragoons have to back up and just allow the SV to come out a little bit here. And that, once again, that forge is still could potentially have a pylon built next to it, because whatever upgrade he's going for will need to actually complete. But looks like me just doesn't freaking give a goddamn flying fly. He just attack, unrelentless. Anyways, there's gonna be some turrets, and these dragoons are moving way too far forward. But he looks like Mini says, you know what? I have enough dragoons. You only have 2 tanks. I see every goddamn thing. So I don't need to back up. He gets yet another tank. He's going to be a mine drag that hits some vultures, but observers getting sniped very, very quickly. He need to be careful not to lose too many observers, Mini. But maybe he doesn't really care. We have a shuttle. Maybe he's got a reverse inside it. I don't know. He's going to land something here. Maybe, maybe not. Yes, it is going to be a reaver, and that tank is not within reach of that reaver. It would take out the turrets, and then it would take out the rest of the unit. He's going to load maybe something on the high ground, and looks like the raids are trying to bait it out. Looks like there's going to be a reaver and some dragoons dropping. It looks like the vultures, the raids sees it, but he can do not a damn thing about it. There's gonna be dragoons need to be super careful. He's gonna load up the reaver. He's moving forward. The reaver will take some shot against that tank. Of course, Mini is a beast. He will get the tank destroyed, but he needs to save his shuttle as well. He's gonna fly them back and wait here, and just unrelentless pressure. Keep in mind, behind this, he is not yet expanding. Keep that in mind. So he need to really finish up the game right now. He gets 1 more shot, and now the raid's gonna be within reach of the shuttle. The shuttle's gonna fly back. Of course, the shuttle has got speed, so it's there. It's very, very fast. And the last dragoons have to leave that area. He's gonna take out the mine. Very, very nicely done. And behind this, looks like Mini doesn't have enough steam to finish the game. He might need to expand, because he will be mined out of his main base very, very soon. But the fact that he's mining from the 12 o'clock position is a good sign, which means that he will mine it out very, very quickly. And by the time the Terran player is ready to come out, that base is no longer available for him to take. So that is a good conclusion. But it looks like Mini just says, you know what, I'm gonna just finish the game right here, right now, right here, right now. Like that rap song we used to hear in the old days. Right here, right now. Where are the double raids? I think they're somewhere here, but they're not visible on screen. There's just a single raid, not double raid. What is Mini doing? He's dropping the reaver. He's gonna have double reaver. He gets so many forces. He's gotta be careful. That's gonna be a scarab that hits something. He's gonna try to destroy the armory. The armory almost destroyed, but not yet fully destroyed. The tank's not able to reach it. A Goliath gets sniped, and looks like that the armory is gonna get wiped out. Yes, very nicely done. And the tanks don't have any upgrades at all. And the reaver is gonna abuse the terrain. Keep in mind, Metropolis, this map, you can just build a lot of, you can just do endless drops in these areas, and there's nothing that the defending player could do about it. And maybe this engineer would also fall as well. I'm not so sure. Mini is leading by about he's leading by a goddamn 70 supply. At the 15 minute, he's leading by 70 supply. He's not yet expanded, but now he has expanded, so it's gonna be going up to 4 bases. He's got Zelle with leg. He's got shadow speed. What else has he got? He's got Templar Archive. I'm not so sure if he's upgraded his Templar yet, but he's going to drop a lot of Zealot. And this is going to be the sign, I think, for Sharp to GG. He's going to be losing his 3 tanks on a low ground. It's going to be final Flying Shadows. Very nicely done. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.